This is like a dog riot. Crazy. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hiya. Let me just tell you something very funny. Okay, yesterday I was on my sofa on my phone. I was cleaning it and like making space in it, and you know how your phone gets new updates and all that. I did that like past week and everything like kind of changed, so I didn't really know what I did, and I fucking managed to wipe all my pictures, all my videos. I'm not having it. 2020 is a bitch. What I was saying, before my phone shut down because it was too hot on it, I managed to put a plastic bag, so if it looks a little greenish, that's why. But I think it will protect my cell phone from the heat. I guess we'll see, okay? But I will try to finish this fucking video once and for all and not wipe it off my phone like I did. So yes, this is what I did, because I'm such a dumb bitch. But anyways, life goes on, and here I am filming this for the second time. Yes, sir, I am. So, in order to not make this video too long, to like not try and make my phone get a sunburn or whatever the hell is going on, I will get into this makeup look real quick. So to explain to you what it is that I'm gonna show you and share with you my knowledge of makeup. I'm gonna show you how to perfect your base and achieve a natural full face makeup look. Thank you. Next page. So without any further ado, let's get right into the makeup. Yay! Okay, so first things first, you will need to cleanse your face with whatever face wash you love and works for your skin. I have personally, I'm making a dance, y'all. Combo skin, so oily and dried. So I have a lot of clogged pores, but I have a lot of flaky skin too. So I use the Garnier Micellar Gel face wash thingy, and also makeup removes your makeup. So that's great. So I use that, and I moisturize my face with CeraVe, whatever. Original dry skin moisturizer, something like that. And here I am in my car ready to beat my face. So I really recommend, before doing any full face of makeup, if you want to have a flawless base, clean your skin, and if you have, and moisturize it. Thank you. Very crucial steps. So if you have flaky skin like me, I do recommend to exfoliate it with something not too harsh for your skin and that won't damage your skin. So I use once a week the Ordinary peeling solution, AHA 30% plus niacinamide 2%, I think, something like that, whatever. But it's really good. It's a chemical exfoliant. I use this once a week because that's like the maximum you could use it, but it basically solves any like dead cell skin, like dead cells and gross ass things you don't want on your skin. So that's what I use. So when I come to do a full face of makeup, my base is smooth and ready to go. So I recommend for you, if you have dried skin, to exfoliate it at least once a week. Thank you. And don't overdo it, because you will overstrip your skin. It will become just more dried, more patchy. It's just not good. So once a week, it's enough. Thank you. Don't forget to moisturize. Thank you. Okay, so first step into your full face makeup after the cleansing, but not wearing the makeup. Okay, skincare, makeup, two different things. Now we're in the makeup chapter. Thank you. You will want to prime your face. So I will be using today my NYX Total Control Drop Concealer. So I'll just pump this out and drop this on my skin. Like so. And now you just want to go blend it in. Please make sure your hands are washed, obviously, or else it's kind of gross, to be honest. You're just like blending in your primer and your germs together. So not sure that's the combo you'd like to have on your skin. So yeah. Also, excuse me if you hear the noise a little bit louder than usual. Obviously we're in a car, it's not soundproof, thank you, but I had to crack the window open because I'm legit burning like a little egg, okay? Like, I'm cooking, bitch, I'm cooking. The drama is cooking, sis. Thank you. Okay, next you let this sit a couple seconds just so you get the full use of your primer. Take a sip of coffee, just tan yourself, be that bitch. Vibe to your music, do whatever the hell you want. Now I'm just gonna explain to you why primer is very important in your full face glam. Primer will make your makeup last longer, will make your makeup look better longer, because if it lasts longer, it looks good longer. You feel me? So that's that. And you could also get moisturizing primers, which is just beneficial for you. If you have dry skin like me, you could get a glowy primer, which will make your skin look more dewy even after you apply like your foundation. You just have to find the right primer for you and you're good to go. But yeah, it's just generally an important step. Also, if you have like pores, well, I mean, we all have pores, but like viewable pores, seeable pores. I don't really know how to say that, but we can see your pores, this is gonna help fill them up. And when you put your foundation, it makes a smooth base, like a fucking smooth canvas beach, okay? So then you can paint on it. I swear, you guys, my patience is being put to the test today. It once more stopped because it was too hot. So now I have it set up with a plastic bag and napkin to try to protect my phone for as long as possible so I can finish this goddamn video. Please, Lord, please have mercy on me. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So second step will be foundation. So obviously, when it comes to foundation, you want to pick the shade that matches your skin tone. Thank you. Or else it's gonna look either, well, too pale or too dark, which is the problem with both my foundations. So yes, I've been there because I got the lightest in this one because I didn't have all the options because it was on sale. So I took the one I could because beach is MAC, and there's not a lot of choice in e.l.f. Flawless foundation, so I took also the lightest, maybe a shade darker. Well, I took the lightest there was there, which is porcelain, and this one is NW13. So this one's a little bit darker, this one's a little bit paler, so I am gonna mix both of them. Usually I use 4 pumps of this or 3 drops of this one, so I'm gonna use 2 of this and 1 of this and mix them together. It should make the perfect skin tone. So what I recommend is to really mix your foundation before using it. Any foundation, mix it, because it tends to separate the products inside, and then when you apply it, it doesn't have the same look, the same texture. It's weird, so just mix it, okay? Don't take any chances. Also, very important to find a foundation that does not oxidize and become orange. Thank you. So I recommend trying it. If there is a tester, any store you are, take a swatch it on your hand, take a look at this the whole store and then come back, look at your swatch, and you will see how it went after like 5 minutes. If it's oxidized or whatever, you will know if it's good or not. Thank you. That's a little trick. So I said 2 pumps of this one, the sorry, e.l.f. Flawless Foundation, and 1 pump of the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. That's more like, yeah, well, that was 1 big drop. Okay, thank you. And now I will use a damped beauty blender. So a damp beauty blender will really help perfecting your foundation, making it look airbrushed. So when I first got into beauty blenders, I did not know I had to damp it until I watched YouTube videos. I was like, oh my god, let me try this. And so I tried it and I was like, this is such a revelation. Yeah. It really changes the game. It's a game changer, bitch. Try it for yourself and you will see, okay? So when you use the beauty blender, it's really important that you go in dabbing motions and not like strokes or whatever you think you could do with that. Just dab it, okay? Dab the foundation on your skin. Because if you go in strokes or whatever other motion you are thinking about, it will show, and that is not what you want, which is why with the beauty blender you dab and it gives you the airbrush finish I was talking about a little bit earlier. So I go into my eyes, bitch, I go everywhere, okay? It doesn't matter because I'm gonna pass over my eyes with concealer anyhow afterwards. So also bring it to your earlobes, because you want your face to match with your skin, your body, and not finish in a harsh way. Because I see a lot of people out there with like foundation and you could see the line where it stops. Everybody, like a lot of people does this mistake. They're like, oh, foundation is just on the face, so here they're making a circle or whatever this is. You could see it all the way. No, bitch, you have to blend it if you want it to look natural. If you're into having lines on your face, I mean, it's up to you, but I'm here to help you not doing this because it's not cute, okay? Thank you. So before I go in with foundation, I will set with concealer, sorry. I will set my foundation with some powder, foundation powder, which is the Stay Matte But Not Flat by NYX in the shade Nude. It looks like that and it comes with this little sponge. I do not recommend using a sponge for powder. This is kind of weird to me, so I wouldn't do that, because I feel like it would pick up your actual foundation you have on right now. So I wouldn't do that. But I would use a big brush like this one. Just go in it and just come and dab over it. Again, I am not going into strokes because it will show. It will show. You'll see like lines that are made by the bristles. Not like if you're just dabbing it onto your skin. It doesn't do that. Then it's when you bring this and blend it all together so it doesn't create that harsh line I was talking to you about, and doesn't look tacky, and it blends with your skin perfectly. And you also want to do this at every edges of your face so you have 0 harsh lines and it looks like you were born this way. Okay, now it's time for concealer. So let's do this. I am using the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. It is waterproof and it's in the shade Cosnova. If you don't know, this is like my favorite concealer at the moment, and it's been a while since it is. So you want to conceal your under eye for your eye circles and your blemishes. So here I have one big old pimple here. There. And now you will use, well, I use a mini beauty blender, which I do not damp. I feel like it's useless because you already put some powder on, you know, to set your foundation. So you wouldn't want to like have a wet sponge over the powder. I feel like it would again pick up the product, and you don't want to do this. You just want to top it over. You don't want to end up with like spots missing foundation. That will look very weird. So now I'm just blending this out, so really making sure the inner corner is blended, the whole eye is blended, so it doesn't look crazy. Really take the time to blend your shit together, because blending is key, sis. It is. Some people prefer using brushes for foundation and concealer. I personally prefer beauty blenders because I have, like I said, a combo skin and flaky skin, and when I use brushes it picks up those flakes and brings them out, and you can see them through the foundation, which is gross. I look like a fucking crocodile or something. And which is why with a beauty blender and the dabbing motion it doesn't do that, because it leaves them in place. It doesn't move them around like if you went in strokes with brushes or whatever. So this is why I use beauty blenders. Since I discovered beauty blender, oh bitch, it changed the game. Now you want to set the concealer because you want to prevent it from creasing, especially under your eye. So I am using the HD Studio Photogenic powder in translucent. So, and I will go back with my mini beauty blender, and I will just, oh shit, I'll just put it everywhere in my car. No, but it's thank you for all that noise, sir. I'm just using it under my eyes. I will not go over the other places where I applied concealer, because the other places I applied concealer are not gonna crease. It's just not a place where it will crease. But under eye, if you apply some here, if you tend to crease, like anywhere you tend to crease, put baking powder, and it will save your goddamn life. Thank you. Also, how do you know which powder to use? Whatever powder you want to use it. Whatever you prefer. You just have to find the right color. So there is yellow undertone baking powder, there is pink undertone baking powder, and there is translucent baking powder. For my skin tone, I use translucent, or else my under eye would kind of be darker than my foundation, which is not what I want. You want, because where you apply your concealer is where your skin, like it's the areas, the light catcher areas, right? So you don't want them to be darker as you feel me? Where it's supposed to be light, it's supposed to be light. You have to go with your skin color and obviously what works for you, because there is some setting powders that are not the best. But cheap doesn't mean bad, and expensive doesn't mean good. Obviously, like, you just have to find what works for you. This is super cheap and it works wonders. So, but you could also buy the Laura Mercier and it would still work wonders. So you just have to like find a balance and find your equal, I guess. Okay, now I will go, while this is baking, you have to let it set, by the way, so it really works it. And that's about it. Now I will use my Cocoa Contour from Too Faced palette, and for a natural look I will go only in medium cocoa. Take off the excess by tapping it on the edge of your palette. And I will just go and put a little bit under my cheekbone, just, you know, to enhance my bone structure and give some face to my face. Basically, I will do this obviously on both sides, And if you want a little trick on where to start this, where to apply it, and where to bring it to, start by the top of your ear and bring it down to the inner corner of your mouth. And voila! You're ready to go. So that is the only places I will be applying contour, because the purpose of the video is show you how to achieve a full face natural look. So that is the only places I apply contour. Now blush. Of course, blush will give you the touch of vitality you want on your face. It will make you look alive and it will look natural. Obviously, don't go with a neon pink shade because that's not natural. Go with something more, I would recommend peachy, which this one is shade Peach Me Up for the Essence Matte Touch Blush, which I really love. And I'm using this brush right here. So dab, 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 and excess. And just go on the apples of your cheeks. Voila. That's about it. So now we will wipe off the excess powder that we have here. It had the time to set. It is ready to go. I'm just using a brush like this one to go wipe it all off. So I go in and out motions to really get it all off. Sometimes if you're not sure, put a flash on your face and you will see if there is still some powder, because sometimes, like, this one is quite hard to get rid of. So yeah, flash is here to see you, but it's not, you cannot see it by a nude eye, so don't worry, people looking at you. Like, if you can't see it, they can't see it, but if the flash can see it, run away. But there is powders made for that are flash proof, so yeah, there you go. So that's it for the base. We're already done with it. So all I have to say is really important for you to find the right shade of foundation. It's also very important to prime the skin. Then you go with a soft contour and make it as natural as possible. Run away from orange shades, thank you, because that's just not natural. You look like Donald Trump, and I mean, who wants to look like him, right? And then go with a peach blush, and yeah, you're done. I do not personally put on highlighter for a natural look, because I mean, you're not born with highlighter on your skin, but if you want to do highlighter, it's up to you. So now I would go straight up with my brows, which you probably already know this if you followed me for a little while. I use my favorite, the NYX eyebrow cake powder in the shade brunette, and the Kilo eyebrow brush, and that's about it. So I open this bad boy up, I dip in both shades back and forth, and I already do natural brows like all the time because that's just my favorite brow. So I basically just go in and fill my brows up and follow the natural shape of them, and that's it. It is so simple, so easy. I do not overdo it. I do not put too much powder. Just have, again, to find your balance in what you prefer. And that's about it. Also, as natural as it can get, you want to match it to your hair as much as possible, or your natural brow color, basically, because I have blonde hair but my eyebrows are darker, so I use darker shade. for my brows. That's it. So you just want to match it as much as possible. But I really like powder. I feel like gel eyebrow would look less natural than powder. I feel like powder looks very natural and you can't really tell I'm wearing any powder. In person, in camera, you can't tell I wear makeup in my eyebrows, basically. And that's what you want. So now for eyelashes, I will go with my Better Than Love waterproof mascara because surprisingly, from Too Faced, yes bitch, it is very natural looking, which surprised me for the kind of brush it is. Yes, it looks so natural. Also, I don't use it much because, girl, to be waterproof, bitch, this is the most waterproof fucking mascara I've ever tried in my life. Bitch, it won't come off. It is crazy. Just bitch. Crazy. Anyways, if you want waterproof, bitch, you got it. Bitch, you got it, and you know which one to get. This one. I don't know what they put in it, but it works. And that's all that matters, I guess. So if you're a crier like me, I recommend this one. Thank you. So first things first, for lashes, natural lashes, you want a non-clumpy mascara. So whatever mascara you're using, I do this hack. You just want to brush the excess mascara off the brush, like back into your tube, like this. So all the excess is like on it. And anyways, when you put the brush back, it brings that makeup back inside, so you're not losing it. So that's the hack. And now I am just applying. Oh, this will help not getting clumps from your mascara, because when there is too much product on the brush, well, it have a big chance of clumping, you know. So as you can see, this lash is not having it. Another hack for you guys: do not panic if this happens. Take out a brush like this one, use this side, and just come over and comb it. It will fix all your problems. Voila. And now it's the final touch, bitch. We're already there. I use a little glossy gloss or chapstick, whatever is natural and you like. I am using the pink high gloss, and I am just gonna pop this on my lips. Oh my god, that noise. And voila, it is done. And if you like, you could go on with a spritz of setting spray to make sure it lasts longer. And yes, that is it, you guys. Super simple. Of course I was talking, so it seems like it takes a while to do, but if I'm not talking, honestly, take 10 minutes, 15 minutes if I'm having issues with my eyelashes. But otherwise, 10 minutes tops. It's done. The more you do it, the more easier and faster it gets. And also, when you found a product that suits you perfectly and that you love, it gets easier and better. And also for the tools, and I mean, everything has an impact. You must be like, but why would you want to do a natural full face? Well, first of all, people like to wear makeup, but not like heavy extreme makeup. So this is just, you know, how to show you how to do it with some knowledge of mine just sprinkled in there. Some tips, tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call it. I just give it to you. And also, when you are having, you know, one of those days, a really bad skin day, and your pimples are like all out on you, and you just want to do foundation, but you don't know how, and you just look harsh, and you don't just look like you're missing things. Well, here is how you should do that. So that's it for the video. I hope you liked it, as I just said. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. There's people everywhere, I swear. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon in another video.